any questions before I go on? It looks like I probably will finish on time. Okay, just a word about the low-carb diet. Every generation, this diet comes back. It was really popular in the 70s, went away. Why did it go away? Because it didn't really work in the 70s. And it came back even with the same author, Atkins. But first of all, the gimmick is you eat fewer calories. Plain and simple. You go on this honeymoon of eating fat and protein, but you get sick of eating all the meat and eggs and omelets, and so you end up settling in on a reasonably low-calorie diet, on the low-carb diet. But what you're doing is you're not eating enough carbs, especially in the beginning. In the beginning, what you're losing is water. Because what's going to happen to your glycogen when you go on a almost no, these diets start you off with almost no carbs. What's going to happen in your body when you take away your carbs? Where are you going to get your glucose from? Before that, glycogen. You're going to deplete your glycogen stores. Glycogen in your liver and muscles is stored with water. So when you deplete your glycogen, all that water that's attached to the glycogen, it's separated and it gets into your blood and you pee it out. So in the first 2 weeks, 70% of your weight loss is water. Water and muscle. Not fat. But the dieter doesn't care. They're just so happy to see that number on that scale go down. They think they're successful when that number goes down. But what is successful about losing water and muscle? That's not going to help you. Please remember that eating less than 130 grams of carbs a day is not healthy. Your brain needs 130 grams. Anytime you go below that, it's not a healthy diet. And it's a stress on the body. And that's not to say 130 grams of carbs is an ideal quantity. I think about 250 grams of carbs is a much better amount of carbs to ingest. But the point is, these diet books are much less than 130 grams of carbs. And people will say, whoa, I can't eat 130 grams of carbs. Man, that's way too much. Learn a little bit about physiology. All right, low-carb diet is on its way out. Believe me, you live long enough, you'll see it come back. Always does. All right, the very low-calorie diets. This is taken out of your book. I don't know why they took this out of your book some time ago. These are usually businesses within a hospital. So you think it's a hospital, but it's actually a business that's attached to the hospital. Octocast is a popular one, but there are many of them. There are 400 to 800 calories in a liquid formula, and people lose a lot of weight when they're obese because you're eating so few calories, and also if you're exercising a large body, you burn a lot of calories. There are medical side effects, and your body adapts to semi-starvation, and weight gain is extremely common. Because these are administered in a business, we have no absolute data. They're not required to keep data. So it's just what they say, or what volunteers on a study who've been on these diets choose to come forward and be part of the study. These used to be for the morbidly obese, but today anybody can go to these programs and pay their money. And they're semi-starvation diets, absolutely. And weight regain is, I don't know what the statistics are, but from what I see from people who do it, extremely common. I don't know if I've ever seen someone who's actually lost weight on these programs. Drugs and surgery. None of the drugs out today are highly effective. They're a little bit effective, but not seriously effective. Of course, many are being researched. Surgery, gastric bypass, is effective, but there are lots of side effects. By the way, none of the over-the-counter drugs for weight loss work. If they did, we'd hear about it, right? Kind of just like dietary supplements. If they worked, we'd hear about it. Good news spreads fast. When something really works, we hear about it big time. Okay. Any questions before I get to the good news at the end? Hearing a lot of bad news. Very dismal, right? The world is not a wonderful, pretty place, is it? Okay, so I've told you all the things that don't work. Don't do them, people. Save yourself lifelong battle. If you learn when you're young how to do this, you can avoid that lifelong battle. Okay, so what does work?